What's up, Scarpunks? Charlie from Codename Colin here. How you all doing? We get asked about the origins of our name, Codename Colin, quite often. It's a bit of an unusual name. It's not obvious because everyone thinks that I'm Colin when no one in the band is actually called Colin. So I want to do a little video to explain where the name came from. But to do that, I need to kind of give you a little bit of a Codename Colin history lesson because it goes back a bit further than what the band is now. So Codename Colin started technically in 2011, very long time ago now. We were a bunch of mostly drunk teenagers or late teens, early 20s, I think at the time, most of us. And it was a whole different group of people. It was me and a bunch of other people. There was Graham, who played in a band called Dr. 8-Ball. There was Harriet, she played in a band called Cassio Avenue before that, alongside Alex, the bass player, and Jay Aldridge, who played drums for us for a few years, was in that original iteration of the band. We didn't really do a lot, but we wrote some songs together. We played half a dozen shows, and then, you know, I probably threw a strop over something, as I did back then, got annoyed at things, and it just sort of fizzled out, and we all went different ways. But the one main thing that came from that time was the name. The songs we don't really play. We play Agent 23 for a while. We played it, but as it's a song that was written musically by me, but lyrically by someone else who's not in the band, it doesn't feel like it's our song. But the name, it stuck. And when we restarted the band, when I restarted the band, I asked the guys if they minded if I carried on the name. Everyone said it's cool, yeah, it'd be great to go for it. It's a great name. The logo was great. So, the actual origin came from Alex, our bass player, and his now wife, Beth. They loved Spaced. They got me into Spaced many years ago. I remember watching it in their shared house that they were in at the time. And Alex also had, from what I remember, had this love of the cartoon Codename Kids Next Door. So he took that, and also Colin the dog from Spaced. He combined that. So now, if you've seen the TV show, you'll realise what our logo is. And if you haven't realised before now, a lot of people have, but it's Simon Pegg's dog, the little schnauzer. And we put him on all our artwork. He's in all sorts of different art. I've got CDs somewhere. Colin the dog became our sort of mascot. He went on all the artwork we've ever done. There's the Outgunned artwork, him surrounded by cats in the jungle. I loved that idea. I thought that was a great cover. There's obviously the Escape from Everything one, which I don't have the CD for at the minute. But what I do have is this piece of art of the whole thing. So, in a spaceship, leaving the fucking Earth like we all wish we could at some point. Because it's all going wrong. And most recently on The Imposter, where he's fighting a Terminator version of himself. And Terminator Colin on the back. There is another bit of artwork for the Set Sail artwork, but obviously that was hindered by lockdown, that whole release. So we don't actually have that on CD anywhere. So that's where Codename Colin came from, was that era of the band. So when we started up again in 2016, it was the beginning of 2016, it was just me and my friend Adam, who wrote the lyrics for Agent 23. So it didn't feel strange to be playing it then. So we started up and we found some guys online. We found Ian and Sam through joinmyband.com. Kieran sort of was recommended for a friend to play drums, and yeah, so we started this band. We took Agent 23. We didn't take any more of those older songs because we just didn't feel they were right, and we started work on writing our new songs, which the first one we wrote was New Year's Resolution. Second was Losing Touch. That was Ian's first thing he wrote for the band. That main horn hook that everybody knows so well. And when Adam left the band, we got Lewis in. It was only about 6 months before we got Lewis in. And then Snowy came in around about 2017 off of Join My Band. And that's sort of been the foundations of the band for the last 10 years. So yeah, that's kind of a little history lesson on Codename Colin and how we got our name. So what else have we been up to other than giving history lessons? We played another gig. It was a great gig. We played at New Cross Inn in London with our friends Filthy Militia. It was their album launch for their album High Ground. I spoke about it in the last video. It was fantastic. There was over 200 people there going nuts for every band. We had Baldhead, Lawrence Crowe doing an acoustic set, which I've not seen for a long time, since the last Filthy Militia release show, I think. So yeah, it was just unreal. Filthy Militia played an absolute blinder. Baldhead were always great fun. They're always great fun, and they have really upped their game as well. And I loved our set more than any gig we've played in a long time. It was just unreal how many people were into it. We had a wall of death. Which is always funny for a ska band. It was just, yeah, thank you to everybody that was there. Thank you to Filthy Militia, big up B Sharp. Yeah, really good gig, really good gig. In other news, we got announced for another gig, Fistful of Ska in Leeds. Big up Steve Lawrence, he's championing the ska scene in Leeds. Leeds is like a second home for many ska bands because there's just some magic that happens with the ska scene there. Everybody goes nuts for it. It's, you know, second only to the New Cross scene that we sort of cut our teeth in. So we're really excited to be playing that. Kieran can't make this one, unfortunately. He's got other stuff going on. He's a bit busy for the next couple of months. So our buddy Andy B's jumping on the kit to hit the drums and rapidly learning the songs for our set because we only got booked for this with a week and a half's notice due to the dropout of another band. So it's going to be a bit chaotic, but it'll be good fun. So we hope to see you there in Leeds at Fistful of Ska. So that's it. We're going to be a little bit quiet on gig front for a while. We've got a couple, but while Kieran's busy doing stuff, we've got stuff in the works for the second half of the year. So we'll be back on gigging front, but in the meantime, we will have more new music to release. We've got one more song we've filmed a video for that's due to come out at the end of March. So keep your eyes peeled for that. You'll see us on the socials promoting everything else. If you see it, just comment on it, like it. It really helps. Anything like that just pushes it towards more people that are going to see it. So we really appreciate it. Take it easy, guys, and we'll see you soon.